She was friends with Bill Clinton and George Bush, two close alleged associates of Jeffrey Epstein.
Everything begins with a single line.
It was given to her in Langley. The only reason why you have that many wrist buttons if you're looking at clothes on somebody.
Maybe it was meant as a joke. Or maybe it was the most honest reflection of Ellen DeGeneres in years.
Her stories have changed so many times about what happens, when it happens, how it happens, with different versions. And each time she speaks, there's a different version.
Three different perspectives, all circling the same figure. For years, Ellen DeGeneres represented a television empire built around one message: be kind. Yet now, as renewed attention turns to the Epstein investigation, Ghislaine Maxwell serves her sentence in a Texas prison where her daily routine is tightly controlled, and public figures like Joe Rogan raise questions the mainstream avoids. A persistent issue keeps resurfacing. What, if anything, did Ellen DeGeneres know? And why did she step away when she did? To understand why this conversation even exists, it's important to look back at who Ellen was. For more than 20 years, she stood as one of the most influential personalities in American entertainment. Beyond hosting a talk show, she became a cultural figure. The comedian who came out in the 1990s rebuilt her career from the ground up and eventually became synonymous with friendliness and positivity on daytime television. Her signature farewell, "Be kind to one another," closed every episode.
Found out that Ellen was mean, and all these people came out and said Ellen actually she lost everything. She fell apart, disappeared, because people found out that this character that she was portraying in a half an hour on a television show is not really who she was.
The public unraveling began in 2020 when former employees came forward with allegations describing a difficult and uncomfortable workplace environment. But even before that controversy fully surfaced, another story was unfolding in the background, unrelated to production staff or workplace culture. Around the same period her show faced backlash, Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested. On July 2, 2020, federal agents apprehended her in New Hampshire after she had been in hiding following Jeffrey Epstein's death in 2019. She was accused of helping recruit and exploit underage girls for Epstein, and in some instances allegedly taking part in the abuse. The case that followed drew intense global attention and raised a broader question beyond Maxwell herself. Who else was connected to this network? Court proceedings confirmed her conviction, resulting in a 20-year federal prison sentence. However, testimony and filings introduced during the trial fueled even more speculation, particularly regarding individuals linked to Epstein's circle. According to certain court submissions, Maxwell suggested that around 25 individuals described as Epstein's associates were shielded through undisclosed legal agreements, arrangements she claimed she had not been informed about during her own case. 25 identities allegedly protected through undisclosed settlements, along with several alleged collaborators who were never prosecuted. Some commentators have connected these claims to broader narratives, pointing to timing as significant. Not long after Maxwell's case intensified, Ellen's show came to an end, first quietly, then officially. Whether that overlap means anything remains widely debated. Representatives for Ellen stated the decision was based on personal and professional considerations. She herself mentioned feeling restricted by the format for some time. Still, the timing continues to fuel speculation among critics. There are also claims surrounding statements allegedly made by Maxwell during legal questioning that referenced Ellen, though interpretations of those moments vary widely.
Ghislaine Maxwell, the former associate of Jeffrey Epstein, she was convicted of trafficking minors, sentenced to 20 years in prison. She claims that 25 men, maybe friends, associates of the deceased financier, have been protected under secret settlements, secret deals, and that this information was not revealed to her during her trial. This is on top of what she claims are 4 other individuals, alleged co-conspirators, who were never charged.
That particular segment has led to conflicting interpretations. Some view it as an attempt to avoid discussion. Others believe it reflects a consistent pattern in which she avoids naming individuals outright, because despite extensive legal pressure, Maxwell has not publicly identified specific names tied to Epstein's network.
Her stories have changed so many times about what happens, when it happens, how it happens, with different versions, and each time she speaks there's a different version.
She appears to know more than she is saying. The central question becomes why that silence remains, and who, if anyone, benefits from it. To grasp the scale of Epstein's network, it's important to understand the so-called Black Book. This was not speculation or rumor, but a physical contact ledger that was later recovered and reviewed by authorities. It reportedly originated from Epstein's household staff, including his former butler, Alfredo Rodriguez, who kept a copy of the contact list after working inside Epstein's Palm Beach residence long enough to suspect that serious wrongdoing was taking place.
What's happening?
Alfredo Rodriguez was very nervous for the first part of the deposition. You could tell he had more information than he was giving. He talked about, it's the Black Book. He talked about being fired and obtained some documents that had some of the names of some of the young girls that were coming over to the house.